Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Principals Podcast. This is an important one because it's all about the parent survey. But before I talk about that, we remember what our care values are. At Ormiston Ilkeston, we care. We demonstrate courage. We are really ambitious. We are respectful, and we achieve excellence. And that's all school stakeholders, but specifically our young people and our children who continue to show these values more and more every single week. Parent survey then, really important. You are our most important partner, you're our most important stakeholder. You see what we do from a different perspective, so what you say and what you think really matters to us. Feedback is a gift. Not all feedback is comfortable to hear, but it's important because it helps us to improve, and that's what we want. We want the same thing. We want this school to be the best it can be, because then our young people are going to grow up and lead the best lives possible. I always find it's easy to complain when we're not happy. It's easier to say something, but not a lot of people maybe complete surveys when everything's tickety-boo. And for the vast majority of students and parents, everything's fine. But I still need to hear from you, please. I need to hear what you think. You've got a voice, and your voice is important. If you're watching this, you've already got access to it. It's going to take 2 minutes. It's really, really simple, really easy to complete. It doesn't take ages. Watching this clip will actually take longer than it takes you to complete. But also, can you make sure your responses are current, please, and not historic? It's what's happening here and now this academic year. I can't change what's happened in the past, but I can change what's happening now. So the key questions: is your child happy? Do they feel safe? We define safe as feel from threat that may cause harm. So is your child coming to school expecting to be harmed, in which case they are not safe? But obviously, students are not harmed at school. They're absolutely safe, and I would hope they're happy. Happy is subjective. Does that mean happy all the time? Happy in most lessons? Happy most days? That's up for you to decide. If I ask my daughter, who absolutely adores school, does she want to stay at home or go to school? She'll choose to stay at home. That does not mean she's not happy at school. It means that she loves spending time with her family. So you will judge whether your child is happy or not at school, but I certainly hope that they are. The school makes sure pupils are well behaved. We've got a clear behaviour system which is communicated. We are firm, we are strict, but we are warm with it because we care, and we care about the character of our young people, and we want them to know that actions have consequences, and we want them to be the best versions of themselves. So we make sure we have high expectations, and they can't get away with things because we need them in classrooms. We need them learning because every day at school is an investment in their future. And when we look at behaviour, all key measures are reducing. So there's less permanent exclusions, there's less suspensions, there's less detentions, there's less lesson removals, there's less antisocial behaviour. Everything that we look at tells me that behaviour has rapidly improved. Everyone that comes into the school that's been a friend of the school for a period of time, so we get lots of people coming in from the trust, they cannot believe the transformation from last academic year to this academic year, or 2 years ago to where we are now. Everybody is unanimous that the culture and the behaviour at Ormiston Ilkeston it's miles apart from where it used to be. My child has been picked on and is dealt with, or victim of unkind behaviour. You will know if that's true or not. You will know if you've reported it. You will know if you're happy with the outcome. We are a little bit different as a school. We don't pretend it doesn't happen. We anticipate it, that it happens. We expect it to. So we talk about it. We talk about it all the time. We talk about it in assemblies, and we talk about it all the time. So it's a thing. And if it's a thing, people open up and people do talk about it. So then we know when it happens and we can intervene and we can help. Lots of it nowadays takes place on social media and out of school, and it kind of filters in school, which makes our job really difficult. But please rest assured that we treat every single reported incident really seriously, and we do everything we can in our power to rectify it and address it so it doesn't happen again. The school makes me aware of what my child is learning. We send you a letter every half term saying throughout this half term, it's always year group specific. So if you're in year 7, you get a letter. If you're in year 8, you get a different letter. But all of that information is also on our website. So if you go onto the website under curriculum, you'll see everything that you need to. And there's subject pages which includes the same information as well. Concerns raised are dealt with properly. Everyone should have a response within 2 working days, and there's an opportunity to escalate. We do get a lot of communication, a lot of traffic. I've no doubt that things fall through the net a little bit, and sometimes we do miss things, and for that I sincerely apologise. But whenever concerns are raised, we do deal with them as quickly and effectively as we can. There's a question on SEND. So does your child have special educational needs, and if so, do they receive the support that they need? The school has high expectations for my child. Absolutely. We expect them to say please and thank you and good morning and hello and do work and lessons and make sure they are in lessons. My child does well at school, and the school lets me know how my child is doing. I think both of those questions are really closely related. At the end of every term, you get the progress update that we started just before Christmas on the new platform called Go4Schools. And that tells you the progress they're making in every single student and their attitude towards learning and their behaviour and their homework completion as well. We've got class charts which records their behaviour, all of their positive behaviour and some of the unwanted behaviour as well where appropriate. And we've also got parents' evenings and information evenings that we routinely conduct. So every parent should know how their child is doing frequently throughout the year. Is there a good range of subjects and offers? We do a 3-year Key Stage 3 curriculum, not 2. We offer as broad a curriculum as we can for as long as we can, and when students choose their GCSE options, they've got lots of choices. My child can take part in clubs and activities. Our extracurricular offer is incredible. I'm recording this the day after I went to a celebration evening for our Duke of Edinburgh cohort, and then I went to the school show where there's loads of our young people acting, performing and singing and loads of dancing. In 2 weeks' time, we've got students going to Italy on a ski trip. There are loads of opportunities. And the school supports my child's wider development. They have their care curriculum, which focuses on their character education, their personal development for half an hour every single day. And that's supplemented with assemblies as well, because we care about character and we care about who our young people are growing up to be, not just the qualifications on that bit of paper at the end of year 11. The school communicates effectively. We've obviously got podcasts like this, even information evenings, texts, emails, website, and a lot of what we do is communicate through class charts as well. And then finally, I would recommend this school to another parent, and that's for you to decide. Obviously, I'd like you to say yes, but I do know that we are more popular now than ever, and that's because our reputation is improving. I've got more year 7s this year than any other year. Next year, I'm going to have even more. Next year, the school is going to be the largest it ever has been, and I'll have a waiting list in at least 2 year groups. And that has never happened before. And then finally, what do we do well? Please tell us what we do well, because sometimes it's nice to hear what we do well, and we can strengthen it and make sure we continue. But what would you like us to improve? Constructive criticism is really important to us. If you're not happy with something, or you think, actually, I'm not sure that's as sharp as it can be, tell me. If I know, I can fix it. If lots of you say the same thing, then that, I'll prioritise that. So thank you in advance for completing the survey. It is really important. It's going to help us improve. And if we improve, the children that come to Ormiston Ilkeston are going to get a much greater education and a much greater experience. I'll record my next Principals podcast soon. I can't wait to do it and talk to you soon again. So until then, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.